Good evening and welcome. Would you please stand again and welcome our Ridgefield High School Jazz Choir under the direction of Mr. Bob Meek as they make their way to the stage to sing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Wow. Thank you, Jazz Choir. My name, you may be seated. My name is Jeremy Tortora, and as the assistant principal, I would like to welcome you to the 110th annual commencement exercises of Ridgefield High School. Listed in your program are the names of the class of 2022. 215 of these students are here tonight to receive their diploma for meeting state and local graduation requirements. At this time, I would like to introduce the guests we have here tonight on both sides of the stage. To my right, starting with the Ridgefield School District Board of Directors, Ms. Emily Inquist, Ms. Xenia Brinkhurst, and Mr. Brett Jones. Our superintendent, Dr. Nathan McCann, Assistant Superintendent, Mr. Chris Griffith, Executive Director of Business Services, Ms. Paula McCoy, Executive Director of Student Services, Dr. Michael Basquette, and Director of CCTE and Federal Programs, Ms. Tiffany Gould. To my left, we have our Director of Alternative Learning and Business Partnerships, Ms. Jessica Drake, our Assistant Principal, Mr. Alan Andringa, and our elected staff speaker tonight, Mrs. Angela Gardner. I also want to welcome our amazing staff sitting over here to our left. I know that each of the graduates sitting before us tonight did not do this alone. I want to thank Dr. McCann and our district office staff, along with our board of directors, for all of the work behind the scenes that have been done to support these students. I would also like to thank all of the people who helped make this ceremony happen tonight. Thank you, Chris Peterson, Alan Andringa, Senior Counselor Monica DeShazer, our district maintenance department, the staff here at the Clark County Event Center, Michael Kenning and Joe Weigert for our live stream, Nick Fouts on sound, Jones Landscaping, as well as our event helpers from National Honor Society, the senior class counselor, and our ASB officers. Thank you all. Keeping with tradition, I would like to invite all past Ridgefield High School graduates to please stand. Thank you for recognizing these former Spudders who symbolize our continuing tradition of excellence in education and character. Soon, 215 other Ridgefield High School graduates will join your ranks. Now, graduates, I think you would agree that this faculty and staff is the most hardworking and caring and compassionate staff, but they have also been relentless in their pursuit to challenge your thinking, to teach you new things, to push you to better yourselves. They have supported you through the good times and through the tough times, and your success here tonight is also their success. Let's not forget the most important people here tonight to celebrate you: your parents, your guardians, and your family members. They have supported you tirelessly for 13 years of education. Parents, thank you for your help and support at home, as well as entrusting us with your kids each day. You have done an incredible job raising them, and that is evident by their character and daily examples of respect, responsibility, and maybe most of all, resilience. At this time, I would like to welcome to the stage our school board member, Ms. Emily Anquist, to share a congratulatory remark with you.
Thank you. Hi, Spuds. On behalf of the Ridgefield School District Board of Directors, I'd like to offer you a heartfelt congratulations on reaching this milestone and completing your high school career. Today is the culmination of countless hours of hard work and years of learning and growing into the young adults we see before us. This is such a special time. You have so much to be proud of. There is so much joy. I know it may all be a whirlwind, but this time will be a core memory for you all. This class has certainly experienced and overcome more than its fair share of unexpected challenges. So in addition to acknowledging your academic achievements, today is also a day to recognize and celebrate your strength of character and your determination. You picked up, you more than adapted, you reinvented ways of continuing on and accomplishing your goals. We know how hard each of you worked to get where you are today, and you should take pride in your accomplishments. I also want to encourage each and every one of you to take some time to reflect on the efforts of those around you who helped enable your success. Continue to reflect on those that supported you, inspired you, pushed you. Be grateful for them, tell them. But also know the support doesn't stop here. Through your successes and/or stumbles, this foundation, this community is and always will be cheering you on. Spuds, we take pride in your accomplishments as you join the alumni that came before you, whether you're attending college, going to trade school, starting an internship, apprenticeship, or entering the workforce full-time. We all look forward to following your future successes and will continue taking pride in your accomplishments in the days, weeks, months, and years to come. Class of 2022, keep going, continue to rise, continue to stand up for what you believe in yourself, we believe in you. Embrace the new beginnings, take care of yourself, be a helper, support your community, and serve. And mostly, be kind. This is Ridgefield. You are Ridgefield. And after all, Spudders, when you're a potato, the only way is up. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ms. Sanguist, for sharing this meaningful message of what it means to be a Spudder. And now, please help me welcome our senior class speaker, Peyton Barnett to the stage.
Welcome, everyone. My name is Peyton Barnett, and I'm this year's senior class speaker. I can't believe we are all sitting here tonight, not because I didn't think we could do it, but because these last 4 years have blown by. Maybe it's just me, but I still feel like we should be little freshmen taking on the new, exciting, but scary world of high school. But here we are at graduation, the ultimate conclusion of our high school journey. And man, it's been a journey. Over the last 4 years, we all have faced so many challenges, both as an entire class as well as individually. Now, my plan was to come up here and reflect on all the memories we have had from high school. But as I began to think about what memories to share, I realized we all don't have the same ones. So instead, I want each of you to think of your favorite memories from high school. Was it sitting in the student section, screaming your lungs out? Was it playing in your favorite sport, getting an adrenaline rush each and every time before competing? Was it performing in our school's amazing plays or musicals? Or was it being in the auditorium watching? Was it playing in our band or singing in our choir? Or was it simply your time in a club or a class? And maybe it wasn't even related to school. Was it hanging with your family, doing stupid stuff with your friends? Or maybe some of the strongest memories you have from high school are sad. They don't have to be happy. Maybe it was playing in a sport, giving a performance, or doing your favorite high school activity for the very last time. This past year was full of laughs for many of us. The memories we remember don't always have to be happy and cheerful. Sometimes the strongest memories are the sentimental ones, the sad moments in our lives that make us reflect and teach us a lesson. So whatever your strongest memories are, whether they are happy or sad, or maybe a little bit of both, I want you to picture them, and I want you to hold on to them. When we look back on high school in 20 or 30 years, these are the memories we will remember. Our class motto this year was, "Our lives are before us, the past is behind us, but our memories are forever with us." We all have the entire world in front of us. We can choose to go down whatever path we want from here. And after tonight, our high school journey is officially over and behind us. But the memories we have created these past 4 years will always be with us. All of these memories and experience we have had, whether they were good or bad, have shaped us. They have turned us into the people we are today, and they will continue to guide us into the people we will become tomorrow. Tonight will be the final memory of our high school experience. Now, I don't mean to get the waterworks flowing, and I'm not just talking to the ladies in the room. But as we begin our graduation ceremony, I want to remind everything of one thing COVID taught us, and this will be the one and only time I mention COVID, I promise. But a lesson COVID did teach us was to cherish every single moment, because life can completely alter in an instant. Now, I know sometimes graduation can be boring with all the talking and waiting, but I challenge each and every one of you to cherish tonight, because we will never be here all together again. After tonight's ceremony, we will go off to grad night, and then we will continue the absolute chaos of attending grad parties. Then, as the summer continues, we will begin to scatter to our various locations and paths. As this happens, I want everyone to remember our class motto, because time is precious, but it never stops moving, and it will eventually run out. Memories are the one thing that never leave us. They are the moments in time that we can freeze. Memories are ultimately the moment in our lives that make us who we are. No matter where you are going after tonight, the memories you create will help you to grow and will allow you to hold on to your favorite moments in time. So make memories you can cherish and enjoy forever. Now, in the famous words of Iron Man, aka Robert Downey Jr., part of the journey is the end. Tonight, we have officially reached the end of our high school journey. So as we walk across this stage and get our diplomas, be excited, because we will all be starting a new chapter in our lives. And yes, that can be scary, no matter what your plans are, whether you're going far from home or staying close. It is a new journey, and none of us know how it will end. But whether it turns into an incredible success or a complete mess, remember this: there is always a lesson learned, memories gained, and a new path to journey down. As we wrap up our high school journey, I am so excited to see where this new chapter, this new journey will take each and every one of us. So as I conclude, I wish every single person in this room the absolute best. And on behalf of our senior class, I want to thank every single staff member of Ridgefield High School, as well as all of our friends and family. Every single one of you played a role in our high school experience. You who supported us and pushed us these past 4 years. Lastly, I want to thank all of my peers. Every single one of us played a part in each other's high school journey, whether it was big or small. And every single person who is sitting here tonight has done incredible. You made it to the end of this journey. So please be proud of yourselves, because this was no small feat. So congratulations, enjoy this amazing accomplishment, and make tonight a night worth remembering. Thank you.
Thank you, Peyton, for that inspiring message. Before we present our honored graduates in the class of 2022, we would like to recognize several individuals. Joining me in making these presentations will be Superintendent Dr. Nathan McCann and Assistant Principal Mr. Alan Andringa.
Good evening. I have the honor of presenting our military-bound seniors. Absolutely. Who will go on to serve our country after graduation. Reflecting upon Iwo Jima and the extraordinary sacrifices made by the U.S. Marines there, the great American Admiral Chester Nimitz captured the character of those Marines, succinctly saying, "Uncommon valor was a common virtue." I like to think that description aptly describes our brave fighting men and women, regardless of the conflict. A career in public service is a noble endeavor to be celebrated. There is no more important public service than a career in the United States military. Today, it's my privilege to recognize 9 graduates of Ridgefield High School volunteering to join our armed services. Please join me in saluting their service to our country. As I ask each of them to stand. When I call your name, please stand and remain standing until each of you have been called. Patrick Bartroff, United States Air Force. Natalie Chiquetto, United States Marine Corps. Judah Falcon, United States Space Force. Deanna Grove, United States Marine Corps. Connor Mock, United States Marine Corps. Bryce Romine, United States Marine Corps. Simon Rommel, United States Navy. Alex Sangera, United States Air Force. And Rowan Simpson, United States Air Force. A big thank you to each of you for your service.
Each year, the Ridgefield High School staff selects 2 seniors who have shown dedication in the classroom and in the community, while also presenting strong leadership skills. In your program is a list of 30 students who are nominated for this award. It is my pleasure to acknowledge not just 2 students, but 3 members of this class with an honorary award recognizing the extraordinary citizenship they have displayed over the course of their high school careers. Will Adiah Stewart, Charlie Fisher, and Sophia Miller please come to the stage? Congratulations, Adiah, Charlie, and Sophia. I'd now like to present our honor graduates. Our honor graduates make up the top 3% of the graduating class. These 8 students not only represent the top of the class, but they all maintained a perfect 4.0 GPA. I would like to welcome to the stage our honor graduates: Hannah Barbaza, Peyton Barnett, Joseph Borgmeyer, Josie DeBoard, Alexander Johnson, Corinne Neal, Ariana Tumbagahan, and Daniel Zimmer. These graduates have devoted countless hours to their studies at Ridgefield High School, and I am proud to present each one of them with an honor graduate medallion to commemorate this accomplishment of being in the top 3% of their class. Congratulations to each one of them. Let's give them a round of applause. And speaking on behalf of our honor graduates is Josie DeBoard.
Thank you, Mr. Andringa, and thank you everyone for being here tonight to celebrate our graduates. It seems most fitting to go back to where it all began, freshman year. Our first collective high school memory takes place on the first day itself, at Frosh Camp. I'm sure those of us who were there remember walking down to the Rourke, wondering what we'd be learning or doing. See, they know. Not expecting to make straw paths in the blistering sun. A few of us were smart enough to go hide in the air-conditioned bathrooms, and I wish I had thought of that. And a few of us wore the wrong shoes. And I was so worried about my hair and my makeup that morning, but after sweating and rubbing my dust-filled eyes, I quickly forgot about all of my previous efforts. Throughout the day, we were all wondering what exactly we were building. The path we built led to nowhere, and to be honest, I don't even know if it's still there. At the beginning of our high school careers, we didn't know where we were headed either, but little did we know we would have quite the 4 years ahead of us. Now, for sophomore year, and how we can all remember exactly where we were on, of course, Friday the 13th of March, when we got our 6-week break from school. And I know I am not alone when I say I found it extremely difficult to stay motivated online. After all, no one, not even the adults in our lives, knew what advice to offer us. Everyone was navigating the pandemic in their own way, and we all struggled. We had 2 choices. We could rise up, or we could fall behind. And the reason that we're all sitting up here today is because we managed to find that motivation within ourselves. And without a doubt, there will be times where we will need to do it again. However, I think we've all heard enough about these unprecedented times. And after all, tonight is a night for celebration. One thing I know I've been able to celebrate and appreciate throughout high school is the class that has had the biggest impact on me. I have Mr. Beal to thank not only for this class, but dating back to my 8th grade year when I took his geometry class. I still remember when I walked in to take my final, he handed me a red pen with it and said he'd be using my work as his answer key. But his confidence in me during that little moment got me through my next few years of high-level courses. And looking back, I'm positive that all of us have a memory or a time when a teacher has inspired us or shown us that confidence that we needed to continue on. Beal recommended me to his engineering class my junior year, and unfortunately, the year I forecasted for it, it wasn't being offered. I was put in engineering through drones instead, and let me tell you, I had no idea what I was getting into. I was in a class with no one I knew, and I had to not only push myself academically in a new type of hands-on learning, but also to push myself socially and try to make new friends. Looking back, though, it ended up as one of my all-time favorite classes at RHS. I learned that the people you meet and the teachers you have greatly impact your feelings towards a subject. We've all had those classes that we've enjoyed more than others, but it's important to remember that you can always find something positive, even when it doesn't seem that way. So thank you to all the teachers and staff at Ridgefield High for teaching those classes that we'll look back on fondly for a lifetime. Senior year has been a roller coaster. With graduation pressure and political tensions at an all-time high, our class has definitely not had it easy. We were, however, fortunate to get to experience Friday Night Lights, our senior dances, and all sorts of extracurriculars that haven't been as accessible in our prior years. We've had a taste of normalcy this year, and it was fantastic. However, something that our generation hears a lot is how your high school years are the best years of your lives. And being a class that has had almost all of our years obstructed by a pandemic in some way, this can be really frustrating to hear. It can have us thinking, well, if this is the best, where's the motivation to go on? Luckily, it's not that simple. High school is what you make it, and that's something that my mom has been telling me all 4 years. And what's more, our lives are just beginning, just like that path that we built at the beginning of freshman year. We may not know exactly where we're going, but we're all on to that next step. We still have so many more people to meet, so many more places to see, and so many more goals that we get to accomplish. Back when I was working through college application season, the most challenging aspect was an essay prompt I had to do. I was writing this essay on self-imposed limits, and I was stuck. Though, through the course of writing, I started to apply that message to my own life. All of us are sitting here now in our caps and gowns. We chose to put that effort into graduating. We got the credits, and we've earned our diplomas. There's only one thing that I ask of everyone here tonight before we get all caught up in grad parties and that post-high school excitement, and that is to not stop trying. There is always more to learn. Those self-imposed limits don't exist because your future is yours to form. Together, as the class of 2022, I know that we've learned that our happiness exists on what we want for ourselves and pursuing that. I'm confident that this is the generation that will spark good change, but only if we try for it, and only if we decide that the effort is worth making. Thank you, and go Spuds.
Thank you, Josie, for those inspiring words. This fall, the Ridgefield School District Board of Directors created a seal of community service to recognize students who voluntarily donate their time to worthwhile efforts in our community. These seniors have completed at least 36 hours of community service and submitted necessary documentation. We would like to recognize the following individuals for earning the inaugural seal of community service. Please stand when I call your name. Michael Lerner. Andrew McMakin. Gabriel Stokes. And Daniel Zimmer. Thank you. You may be seated. Over the past couple of days, we have had the joy of recognizing a great deal of student accomplishments. You will see some of those in other designations in your program. Congratulations again to those students who have excelled academically, athletically, artistically, and the other myriad of ways have shown your talents. At this time, speaking of talents, I would like to welcome the RHS Jazz Choir back to the stage to perform I Am Still Your Dreamer. Thank you again to our wonderful jazz choir for that performance. Each year, the senior class selects a person to deliver their commencement address. It is my honor and pleasure to welcome Mrs. Angela Gardner to address the class of 2022.
Good evening, Dr. McCann, Mr. Griffith, Dr. Basquette, school board members, administrators, and my fellow teachers, family and friends, and last but not least, the class of 2022. I'm honored to be here with you tonight. Public speaking is not my forte at all, but this senior class, they're akin to my grandkids in that when they ask you to do something, you do it. So here we go. Seniors, I started teaching in Ridgefield your freshman year. It's been captivating watching you grow into the fine young adults that you are today. It seems like yesterday that many of you were in my health class, and here we are now saying farewell. I have a lot of fond memories. These are just some of them. If you were the student who fell out of their seat because you were laughing so hard at my horrified reaction to another student's comment, if you're the one that understands the true meaning of the pineapple, the student fulfilling a promise you made to your great-grandmother, the ones who talk in code referring to boys with vegetable names so nobody would know who they were talking about, but I figured it out. If you were the ultra-competitive one who we worried about because we thought you were eating really weird things when you were playing Tetris, the talented artist who sketched beautiful pictures for my whiteboard, the students who never failed to say hello in the hallway as they walked by, the ones who hid your graded assignments behind the posters in my classroom, the one who will be attending my alma mater in Tempe, Arizona, the besties who are going to be roommates in college, and the ones that came to class with a positive attitude and sense of humor, I want to thank you. Thank you for bringing laughter and levity to my life every day. Sometimes I'm baffled by my good fortune, having so many of you, not just your freshman year, but junior and senior year too. I know you well. You made coming to work a coveted experience each and every day. Your ability to work to your full potential at all times will serve you well in the next chapter of your life. Your respectful nature enabled you to help others on campus whenever they needed it, and you set a remarkable legacy for all underclassmen to follow. You weathered the storms, rose to the challenge of a heavy workload, and nothing seemed to deter you. You're blessed with immense talent, both in and out of the classroom. I have witnessed your dedication towards work in many spheres, be it academics or extracurricular activities. You are goal-oriented and driven, yet you never put others down. Instead, you build your peers up, encouraging them to do their best. I have never witnessed a group of individuals so selfless, and you give me great hope for the future. Before I say goodbye to you, I have a bit of advice, regardless of the path you're taking after graduation. Try different things. Get involved. Ask for help when you need it. Work hard. Dare to think for yourself. Never stop learning. Choose a job that you like. For those of you continuing your education, go to your classes, even when you don't want to. Look up and away from your phone more. Footprints in history aren't made sitting down, so get busy. Call your parents often. Live life intentionally. There is no script. Just live your life. Don't do anything I would do. And as Ted Lasso said, leave others well. British author Neil Gaiman so eloquently stated, now go and make interesting mistakes. Make amazing mistakes. Make glorious and fantastic mistakes. Break rules. Leave the world more interesting for you being there. Class of 2022, I'm grateful that I had the opportunity to work with such exceptional individuals. You've earned your place in my heart, and I wish you all the best. I will miss you more than you know. Every day in class, literally every day. Yeah, I said it. I gave you 2 commands as you left my classroom. Tonight, as you leave me for the last time, I remind you again to be good people and make good choices. I love you.
Thank you, Mrs. Gardner. The students before you have reached a milestone in their educational career. Not the final destination, but rather a point in which we pause, reflect, and celebrate an accomplishment. Dr. McCann, Board of Directors, I attest that these students who are about to have presented have met all of the criteria for graduation as defined in the Washington state law, as well as the requirements of the Ridgefield School District. On behalf of the faculty and staff here in the Ridgefield School District, it is my pleasure to present to you the class of 2022 to receive their high school diplomas. Presenting the diplomas this evening is the Ridgefield School District Board of Directors, and reading the names will be Mr. Steve Reinard and Mr. Bob Meek.
Cole Randall Bush. Yeah. Peyton McKinley Barnett. Josie Jessica DeBoard. Acacia Hannah Loretta Barbaza. Joseph Gregory Boardmeyer. Xander Dean Johnson. Corinne Isabella Neal. Ariana Tumbagahan. Daniel Zimmer. Sam Adams. Tucker Lane Alexander. Cameron Leland Allen. Lucas David Almaris. Emmanuel Andrade. Sejalpreet Kaur Untal. David Omar Ayala Hernandez. Hayden Luke Bader. Tristan Tay Baldwin. William Ray Patrick Bartrov. Isabella Hope Benavides. Haley Ann Betts. Artur Blagik. Connor Joshua Bledsoe. Joseph Emmanuel Blick. Rory Bowen. William Boyce. McKenna K. Branna. Brody Tyler Branch. Ezekiel Quinn Branch Pardue. Elena Brantner. Jacob Andrew Bronstein. Cameron Christian Brookerson. Kylan Alexander Brooks. Abigail Paige Brown. Leah Ann Marie Busby. Lacey Joe Burkhart.
Ethan T. Caddy. Mason Caddy. John Andrew Call. Lauren Marie Campbell. Dallin Mark Casper. Patricia Katakutan. Adrienne Elizabeth Chapman. Jack Ryan Christian. Natalie Danielle Chiquetto. Journey Haven Clark. Caleb Ronald Coyne. Benicio S. Collins. Cruz Nicholas Combs. Ashton Liam Eugene Cooper. Drevin C. Cooper. Gavin Michael Corcoran. Diego Emmanuel Cornelio Lopez. Michaela Jean Cross Story. Ty Bryce Daly. Ferris Idy. Connor O'Brien Delamarter. James E. Davis. Aiden Thomas DeBrock. Shyla Kualani Puaoi Denning. Hannah K. Dewey. Carter Andrew DeWitz. Alana Abigail Dexter. Paige Marie Dodge. Blake Dolman. Evan James Empter. Emma L. England. Tyla Celeste Inkstrom. Vanessa Mila Fabianchuk. Paige McKenna Falgren. Judah Joseph Falcon. Elizabeth Marie Farley.
Karis Valerie Felton. Dakota Ferguson. Jacqueline Suhe Ferrer. Shyla Rodriguez Finney. Charlie Ann Fisher. Isabella Elena Fisher. Harling Flores Reyes. Reed Jeffrey Fry. Melanie Garcia Bernal. Nolan Robert Garvin. Estella Renee Gillette. Aiden Gillum. Caitlin Marie Greenwald. Emma Marie Gress. Jenica Aria Solomon Griffith. Deanna Rose Grove. James Ryan Gruber. Ryan Jean Handy. Autumn Leaf Hardy. Shelby Lee Harris. Avery Marie Harrison. Drew Hartlow. Morgan Michael Harder. Ty Henderson. Malia Soleil Hang. Druziah Boss Henning. Lizeth Hernandez. Annika Shea Hill. Belin Myri Inohosa. Ryan Jack Hubkirk. Madeline Noel Hopper. Henry Scott Hughes. Jojo Golden Hughes. Spencer Gustav Hughes.
Aiden C. Humphrey. Noah Javier. Ryan Christopher Jenkins. Ada Marie Johnson. Victoria May Kahn. Aiden Thomas Allen Kelly. Jackson Walter Kelly. Caleb E.C. Kirby. Jennifer Ann Kaiser. Carson James Knight. Lalisha Sophia Kong. Leanne Karen Kraus. Kelly Rose Kerschel. Samantha Jane Larson. Grace Lazaro. Enzo Lee. Vinny John Lindsay. Michael James Lerner. Madeline Joy Lewis. Matthew Jean Lewis. Rachel Hope Linbo. Neely Dawn Logue. Kendall Elton Lodka. Joshua Thomas Ludvigsen. Kyrie L. Malarsher. Juan Manuel Mundahano Gama. Aiden John Martin. Bailey Rose Matney. Emily D. Matzik. Connor B. Mock. Jocelyn Ariel Mayberry. Morgan Jonas McGill. Brooke Serenity McKeithen. Tatum Isabel McKinney. Andrew Campbell McMakin.
Piper Mercedes Meek. Dylan James Milanowski. Sophia Rose Christine Miller. Colin Robert Mitchell. Caden Jesse Montoya. Brayson Isaiah Nash. Michael Lee Nestor. Mariella Elise Newell. Spencer Reed Neiman. Francis Fitzgerald Nyman. Haley Elizabeth O'Sullivan. Dylan Keone Olson. Davis Mark Penko. Emily Renee Paul. Alyssa Louise Paulson. Hope Mary Catherine Pfeiffer. Kaylee Ellen Price. Noah Scott Price. Riley Rakuski. Callie Ellen Richards. Josie Jacquinette Rinta. Bryce Romine. Simon Timothy Rommel. Micah Logan Ross. Nicholas Scott Sabo. Samantha Joy Sines. Alex Sangera. Mark Sangera. Jacob William Santee. Mara Grace Schwinneker. Kaylee Royalann Sellers. Rowan James Simpson. Ariana Mae Smith. Hannah Marie Smith. Ty Dalton Snyder.
Ramon Andres Soto. Bethany Joy Spinden. Persephone D. St. John. Jay Stingley. Sierra Charlene Stern. Caden William Owen Stevenson. Adea Ivory Stewart. Gabriel Logan Stokes. Madison Grace Stone. Joshua R. Stout. John Magnus Stryker. Gabriel Johannes Thomas. Abby Grace Thulin. Sophia Marie Torres. Brooklyn Riley Traub. Joel Valdivia. Anna Grace Vanderkroll. Alberto Vasquez Ramirez. Emily Marie Vassenkuhl. Nathaniel Lee Wade. Ashton Michael Wagner. Anna Walker. Alyssa J. Walway. Zachary Cruz Warren. Harrison Lane Waters. Sean Michael Will. Andrew James Williams. Isabella Jade Williams. Caitlin Noel Williamson. Jude N. Willis. Jace Tyrell Wilson. Doran Grace Waltersdorf. Peyton Gregory Yeager. Taylor Mackenzie Zanas. And Ellie Reagan Ziska.
Thank you, Mr. Reinard, Mr. Meek, for reading the names, and the school board for presenting diplomas. This is the beginning of a new chapter for each of you. You have shown that you can make it through anything and find success. May your talents and character continue to shine. I hope that you will pursue your dreams with all of your passion and drive. Graduates, please stand. Now, move your tassel from the right to the left to officially signify your graduating status. I now present to you the official class of 2022. Congratulations, you did it!